being black, obviously black don't crack. That's just what it is. I have melanin, so I'm going to age slower. That's great. But I still have to take care of my skin, which is obviously wearing sunscreen. Please, black people, we need to start wearing sunscreen every day. It's very important. I can't stress that enough. Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Idalis Rideout. So today we're going to be talking about skincare. Now, I've been requested this about my skincare routine, so let's just get into it. You know, skincare is very important to me. I just want to talk to you guys first about like my history with my skincare. I've literally been taking care of my skin, like washing my skin consistently since I was like not middle school, like elementary school. So what, like 8 years old, 7 years old, like my mom put me like on a routine like for my skincare. So I think that's really important. My mother really made sure that me and my brother always had a good skincare routine, and I feel like that's translated into my adulthood, and I have very extremely good habits that I think I will never get rid of, because it's just consistently like I always wash my face. I always make sure like everything is clean. My hands are clean whenever I'm washing my face. Like if I see a bump, like I know how to pop it, all that stuff. So I just really try to take care of my skin. I've never had like really bad acne or anything like that, mainly because my mom has always made sure that I'm consistent, and I've been consistent, and I will always be consistent with my skincare routine. So I think consistency is number one. Like in skincare, like consistency is like literally everything, I think. If you're not consistently taking off your makeup properly and cleansing properly, like your skin, it's not gonna, like, no, it's just not gonna happen for you. Obviously, diet, drinking water, all very important things. But yeah, what you put in your body, you know, reflects on the outside. So yeah, I'm not really allergic to anything. So like people, you know, if they're allergic to gluten, they might break out, or if they like eat dairy, they break out. That's not the fact for me. So my skin type is oily / dry / combination, you know, it's basically everything. So I get oily like in my forehead, my nose, T-zone, but I get a lot of dry patches around my mouth area, which can get really annoying. So especially in the winter, the dry patches really like come out, and it can get like very bumpy and stuff. So I try to make sure that like I'm cleansing properly, and I'm moisturizing really well. Obviously, overproduction of oils means your skin is actually dry, so I do try to moisturize as much as possible, especially in the winter time, which is New York, and it's really dry, and the air is really dry, and my skin does not like it. But yeah, it just depends. I really try to listen to my skin. I do get a lot of roughness around my nose area and my chin, so like I really try to exfoliate that, but that's basically like my skin type. It's pretty normal. It's a combination. It's not really sensitive unless I'm using something with fragrance, like a strong fragrance, or something that's like really abrasive. Like my skin doesn't really like that, and it can kind of act up. But for the most part, it's pretty normal. It doesn't really react crazily to anything. Like I don't get like super bad breakup. That's what's good type. So let's get started into the skincare routine and what I use. And I'll insert some little close-ups of like what I use and everything like that. First thing, well, I kind of have two different skincare routines. So if I'm washing my face, usually I wash my face in the shower. Now I think this is really important because the steam, me personally, the steam in the shower like opens my pores and really gets everything out, you know, out of my skin, out of, you know, and like I'm feeling good, whatever. I feel like that's really important. So if I have makeup on, what I use to take off my makeup is this Dermablend Professional Makeup Dissolver. It's a face and body powerful makeup remover. Now this I started using a couple months ago, and this is really good to take off any makeup So I put it on dry skin. I just like put it on my hands, rub it in, and just like really massage that into my skin for like a good 30 seconds to like a minute, just to make sure everything is broken up. It works really nicely. It's a milk cleanser. It melts makeup. It's non-comedogenic. It's fragrance free. So if you break out super easily, this is great. Like, it literally takes off everything. So after I do my makeup, after I do my makeup dissolver from Dermablend, I put that on dry skin, and then I go into the shower, you know, wash my body with my soap, you know. While I'm like washing my body, like that is kind of like steaming, like the makeup dissolver is like steaming and really like getting in there and getting everything out. Then I go in and then I rinse that off, and then after that I do my second cleanse, so I double cleanse. Double cleansing is great. Don't knock it till you try it. So I go in with the Cetaphil Gentle Skin Cleanser. This has been around for like ever. I literally tried this because I went to a dermatologist and it was in like their like little tester thing. Or like, yeah, their little like tester thing, and Cetaphil was in there, and I was like, oh, okay, you know, dermatologist recommended, I guess. So like, you know, I put in my routine, whatever, and I have not turned back. So I've been using Cetaphil for over probably 4 years now, and it's pretty clean, and since it's gentle, it's not gonna irritate my skin at all. So it really helps my skin to also retain moisture, help it to feel soft. It's also non-comedogenic. It's also fragrance free. So I really get that in there. I cleanse for a whole minute. 60 seconds. This will change your life. 60 seconds. I got this from this black esthetician. I forget her name. I'm gonna look her up, but she has like this whole thing about like cleansing for like a whole minute, and I've been doing that for like the past couple months, and like it's like actually like changed my skin. Like, it's actually crazy, like really getting in there and cleansing. And also cleansing with intention is really important, I feel like, because don't be like looking at your phone or like looking at other stuff. Like, really just focus on like cleansing your skin and really getting in there. I think that's really important. The Golden RX. I've been following her. I've been like looking through her skincare stuff lately. I've been trying to get more like scientific and like get into like, you know, how my steps really should be and stuff like that, because it's really dry right now and sometimes my skin acts up. So I just want to make sure I'm doing everything properly. The Golden RX is great. Follow her, subscribe to her channel. She's amazing. Okay, so after I cleanse for 60 seconds, I rinse that off in the shower. Now, if I need to exfoliate, I do that. So usually I exfoliate twice a week, maybe once a week. Now it's mainly twice a week because sometimes it's like I don't want to get like too dry, so maybe I'll do once a week. But kind of I just like listen to what my skin needs. Sometimes I'm like, don't need it, but then like I feel it and I'm like, ugh, it's like a little rough. My nose is a little rough, you know, you could feel it, you can really feel it. So I usually exfoliate. So I exfoliate with this Elemis Gentle Rose exfoliator. So this has vitamin C in it, which is great for dark marks and things. Helps away dirt and dead skin cells to achieve a glowing, youthful complexion. So this has been really great. This is a physical exfoliator, not a chemical exfoliator. So it uses jojoba beads. Jojoba beads. It's really gentle because as you're exfoliating your skin with this, the beads dissolve like into your skin, so it's like kind of like the jojoba beads are like extra moisture into your skin, which is really cool. So it's nothing abrasive, so I could use this more if I really wanted to, especially now during the winter time. I really want to use an exfoliator that's extremely gentle because my skin can react to chemical cleansers that can be really strong, and like my skin just like freaks out sometimes. But yeah, this is my exfoliator that I've been using now. I've been using this for like 3 months now. I really like it. So after I exfoliate, I get out the shower, obviously. Get out the shower, you know, dry myself off, moisturize my body. And I go in with my toner. Now I use this Heritage Store Rose Petals Rose Water Facial Toner. You've probably seen this. It's pretty great. It's like cheap. It's not, I shouldn't say it's cheap. It's not cheap. I mean, it's inexpensive, but it works. So Rose Water Facial Toner, it's an oil-free hydrating formula. It removes debris, residue to help refine, refresh a natural and healthy glow. It's a humectant toner. It has hyaluronic acid in it. It has glycerin, has rose petal essence, aloe vera. So it just leaves your complexion super radiant, and it really just helps to tone my skin. I used to use the Thayer's Witch Hazel. I watched Golden RX and she was like, no. And I was like, oh. And she explained it. You can look at her video. She explains it. Basically, Thayer's Witch Hazel is astringent and it dries out the skin. And that's not what I need during winter. I need moisture. So she suggested this one. I really like it. I feel like my skin is so much softer when I use this. Like after I use this, like my skin feels so plump afterwards. So I highly recommend. I'm actually gonna put this in a spray bottle soon so I could just like spray it all over my skin whenever I need it. It's alcohol, it's oil free, it's super hydrating on the skin. I really like how this feels, and it's natural, and I got it from a black owned business. Support black owned businesses, very important. Go to Anwar in Brooklyn. They have all this like skincare stuff, natural skincare stuff. Like, support a black business. Don't go to Rite Aid. Don't go to Target. Okay? Black owned, support your black owned businesses. That's all I have to say. It's very important. Anyway, so after my toner, go with my serum. So I go in with my hyaluronic moisture boost serum from Trader Joe's. I've been using this for about a year now. I really like it. I really like how it sits on the skin. Obviously Trader Joe's products are like all natural, they're all ethically sourced, so that's why I really gravitated towards this. Especially now, my skin needs a lot of moisture, so having like that extra hyaluronic acid in my skincare really helps to really moisturize my skin. It absorbs pretty well. I really like it. So then I go in with a retinol. Now, I've been scared of retinoids, all of that, for a very long time. And, you know, I've done more research and I'm like, you know, retinol isn't that bad. You know, it helps with cell turnover. And it helps like the plumpness of your skin to really, you know, rejuvenate itself. 2% retinol complex serum. So I use the Dr. Brandt retinol. It's a 2% retinol complex serum. It's a nighttime skin renewal. Comes out yellow. When I pumped it, I was like, why is it yellow? But you know what? It's retinol. It's not harsh on my skin at all. That's what I was worried about with the retinol, because I thought it was gonna like, you know, really hurt my skin or something. But if you are using a retinol, it's good to do a patch test. So like, if it's your first time using retinol, put on like a patch of your skin, see how your skin reacts after like 24 hours. If it's fine, you can use it. Start using it once a week, then you can pick it up 2-3 times a week, just depending on what your skin needs. So I try to use this kind of like every other night on my skin, but it really has made a visible difference in my skin. So I definitely suggest finding a retinol that works for you in your skincare routine. So after that, I go in with my eye cream. So I use the Dr. Brandt 24/7 Retinol Eye Cream with Ruby Crystal Complex. You know, just use your ring finger, put under your eyes. It really helps with the brightness under your eyes and just to help you look, you know, more plumped under the eyes. So it has time-release retinol, so this is going to soften the appearance of lines and wrinkles. It has Ruby Crystal Complex, which softens the look of lines and it brightens your eyes. It has olive fruit pulp, which reduces the appearance of redness and protects skin against environmental stressors. It doesn't have sulfates, parabens, nothing like that, no mineral oil. It has amino acids, seals in moisture, it prevents dehydration. I've been using this for like few months now. I like it, you know, it's cute. And then after that, I go in with my moisturizer. So I just picked up this CeraVe moisturizing cream. This helps restore the protective skin barrier. It has 3 essential ceramides. So ceramides are really going to help to get into the skin and moisturize the skin. It's not comedogenic, fragrance free. It also has hyaluronic acid. It's really just extremely hydrating. So whenever I put this on, it's really thick, and I feel like that's what my skin really needs right now. It's a really thick hydrator. You know, especially during the winter months, it's really helpful to have that, because when it's snowing or raining or it's really cold and like the wind is hitting your face, it's nice to have like that protective layer over your skin so that the environmental stressors don't mess up your skin or really like dry out your skin. Usually after that, to seal it in, I use my vitamin E oil. So I got this one from the African shop from Anwar, a black owned business. I'm going to reiterate that. They have like a bunch of oils that you can like make fragrances out of, or you could just like get like a vial like this and just use it on top of your skin. And I use that to just pat on top of my skin just to really lock in everything. Now when you're using oils, I just want to reiterate, if you do use them, you really want to make sure you use it as the last step, because oils really lock everything in. And if you put that on a layer like underneath, like say if you use it after like your toner, that doesn't make sense, because then after that, if you put on your serum or your retinol, they're not going to penetrate because the oil is like blocking them from penetrating. So not a good idea. But I really like using this vitamin E oil, because if I do have any dark spots or any like scars or anything that are like on my skin, vitamin E oil really helps. So that's basically my nighttime skincare routine. So if I am getting up in the morning, what I usually do is I literally just rinse my face with cold water, you know, splash that on, you know, get the boogers out your eyes. And then I go in with either this moisturizer on top of it. If I do that, I make sure my skin, I leave some of the water that I just splashed on my skin on my face. And then I put this on, because then the water binds with this moisturizer and it really helps to keep the skin moisturized. And I feel like that has definitely made a difference in my skincare routine. Just keeping a little bit of water on your face, obviously, because water is like, that's where you get your moisture from, is from water. Hello. So using the CeraVe and using this thick moisturizer really helps to keep your skin hydrated throughout the day. And then obviously it's daytime. I use retinol. I use products that have vitamin C in them, so you want to always use a sunscreen. Even if you're black, you need sunscreen. So I use the Kula Classic Face Sunscreen in Cucumber. It's non-greasy, it's lightweight, it's SPF 30, water resistant for 40 minutes. It's 70% organic. It is a chemical sunscreen, so it's not completely organic, but this doesn't leave any white residue. I highly recommend this. It's vegan, it's cruelty free, it's reef friendly, so if you're going to the ocean, it's great. You can still go out and you'll be fine. I really like this brand because it's very natural, they're very honest, and it's extremely clean brand. So I do these two in the morning, rinse my face with water, put these two on in the morning, and then I go in with my primer or whatever makeup thing I'm doing that. So, you know, just as an option, I'm gonna give you this option. This is what I do personally. So if like it's a Saturday, Friday night, whatever, and you had a few drinks, you come home, you're a little bit lazy, you still got your makeup on, I get it, I understand, but it is extremely important to take off your makeup before you go to sleep. Extremely important. So for me, my body literally goes on autopilot. So even if like I don't remember, you know, what happened that night, I will wake up and my makeup will be off, because I've done it so many times, and my body just knows, like, you can't go, like, I can't go to sleep with the makeup on my face, with the full beat on my face. Like, it's just not gonna happen. And I feel like you really need to get into that routine of doing that. It's all about consistency. I'm telling you, consistency is key. So if I am feeling lazy and I just want to do a makeup wipe, then I'll just do that. So I'll go in with my Kirkland Daily Facial Towelettes. It has micellar water in it. I get these in bulk at Costco. They're really simple. I just, you know, take it to the face. I take it to the face. If you can get, you know, any type of makeup wipe, literally can be anything. Just use something to take off, you know, that makeup as much as possible. Sometimes I go in and I use two just to make sure it's off as much as possible. And then sometimes I'll just go to bed like that because whatever. Or I'll go like splash my face with water afterwards, put a light moisturizer on, and then just go to sleep. And that's it. But just be sure, makeup wearers, that you take off your makeup. Be consistent with it. Please. If you are not consistent, it won't matter. The products won't matter. Like, the amount you spend on the products won't matter. They won't be working because you're not consistent. Good skincare is all about consistency, and I just really want to reiterate that. I'm still learning. I'm not an expert. I'm not a dermatologist. I'm not saying what's best for me is best for you. Remember that. This is what I do. This works for me right now. This is what I'm using right now. Things change. Seasons change. Skincare routine changes. So just be aware of that. So on that note, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I honestly really appreciate it. Please comment, like, subscribe, share with your friends. Let me know what skincare you use. Tell me, if you can leave in the comments, please tell me a life-changing product that maybe you have used, or anything like that, really. Thank you for watching this video, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.